W imieniu Grupy Porozumienia Liberałów i Demokratów na rzecz Europy pani Lena Ek. 3 minuty, proszę bardzo.
Mr. Chairman. The feelings of those losing a job need no explanation. It doesn't take much imagination to understand the hopelessness, the fear of the future and the financial worries they are going through day after day. And in this Parliament stands united. Across the political parties, across the European countries, there is support for the European social model and the support of the workers and the unemployed. But when it comes to what concretely should be done, our opinions differ greatly. And I firmly believe it is a serious mistake to try to protect jobs by preventing modernisation, restructuring and globalisation. It may be good for today, but it is disastrous for tomorrow. Our answer to globalisation must not be one of evasion and conservation, but one of embracing it and preparing our citizens for it. It must not be to stop restructuring from happening, but to make the transition for those affected easier. These are the starting points for the Alliance of Liberals and Democrats in the Parliament when addressing the challenges presented to us by the industrial restructuring and globalisation. We do believe that the European Union can and should play a role, but one of facilitating transition rather than one of obstruction. We are not against change. We are for change. Otherwise, we would have all our jobs in China in 10 years or other nice regions in the world outside Europe. We are for cooperation, education and economic growth, but this should be done with social and environmental responsibility. This is our task in the Parliament. There is a number of issues where we need European politics, not only to keep but to create new jobs all over the Union. At the very heart of this we find the Lisbon Agenda. First and foremost, this is about strengthening the individual. Europe can help by encouraging and by funding programmes for lifelong learning, language skills and cultural exchange, but to mention a few examples. This helps preparing for a labour market in transition where few jobs can be guaranteed to last for life. There are no jobs for lives anymore, but there could very well be work for life. Secondly, it is about strengthening the European industry to be competitive in the 21st century. By giving access to an even greater internal market, supporting European research and innovation, we open new opportunities that will eventually create new jobs. Thirdly, to accomplish this, we need a strengthened social dialogue addressing issues of change, such as the need for companies to facilitate transition for those losing their jobs, environmental rules for sustainable economic development. And finally, it has a lot to do with European leadership, about explaining the challenges we are facing, about doing what we can and what can be done to facilitate the journey into the future by preparing individuals and businesses, but not about making false promises of protecting jobs in hope for short-term political gains. This is the liberal answer to the challenges of globalisation and industrial reform. Thank you.
Tack så mycket.